after this, I don't know where you're going to go, but I'm going to the top 10.
Woo! Davies, this is for you!
This is a fast shot, backs up onto ropes. There's a good left hook there, the referee jumps in.
You're loose!
Anthony, the beast from the east, Yarde!
And another right hand. Lyndon Arthur's down. Anthony Yarde puts him down with a chopping right hand.
Ethan Jamie James! Owen Cooper!
Oh my goodness.
Well, welcome to Telford. We're back here for another big fight week, and I'm joined by the second best dressed man in the room, obviously behind myself, Tunde. How are you?
Well, listen, I'll give you that accolade.
You're going to give me that?
Yeah, of course, because it's about being humble, bro.
I'll take that. Pocket square looking good as well. We sort of had a discussion off camera as to how to do it, so I'd like us both to show the camera our pocket squares, and maybe the viewers at home can judge.
I'll be honest with you, I'm blagging it.
Yeah, same. Honestly, I just sort of stuck it in there and just hoping for the best.
I'm blagging it. I just go like this. I don't know what I'm doing.
Mate, so the reason we're here, obviously, Anthony Yarde is back. He's getting a fight in before he fights Artur Beterbiev. I mean, it's a tricky sort of thing to navigate, though, right? Because everyone's going to be asking him about Artur Beterbiev. But he's got this fella in front of him, Stephanie Koykov, who's going to come with ambition. He's got 12 knockouts in his 15 fights. How have you gone about preparing for this and focusing on the task at hand?
Well, first of all, off the back, it will be beyond me to say the Beterbiev fight is not in the back of our minds or even on the forefront of our minds, but sometimes the things which lie ahead is what motivates you now. And I can say personally for myself as a trainer, and Anthony can speak for himself, but we've taken this fight very, very, very seriously. Probably the hardest we've ever trained. So nobody's taking anyone lightly. As you said, it's the fight before the fight, and we have to do our job.
So you say this is the hardest you've ever trained, and it's, I guess beforehand, it was for Artur Beterbiev, and suddenly the target changed and for Stephanie Koykov. Did you have to tweak anything for Stephanie Koykov, or is it still just about being the best Anthony Yarde and training as hard as you can kind of thing?
Yeah, well, it has to be, because if you look at Beterbiev, he's only got one thing in his mind, which is Anthony Yarde. So we got to have the same focus, and Koykov, you say his name is?
Stephanie Koykov.
Koykov.
I'm probably wrong as well.
He could as well. His name could be Beterbiev. Name may as well be Beterbiev, because I feel that there's no slip-ups. It's concentration maximum. In terms of the preparation, there's always, because every fighter brings something different, style-wise, and other than that, it's full steam ahead.
This time away from the ring, obviously Anthony beat Lyndon Arthur in December last year. It looked like he was going to fight Beterbiev in October, and then that fight got pushed back until we're hearing end of January. But this time away from the ring, has there been benefits to Anthony from not fighting, from just being in the gym, or is it just he needed to really get a fight in? Is it only disadvantages, or are there any advantages?
Well, first off, he's a professional athlete, and so activity always plays a crucial part in anything. Any sportsman wants to be active, because you can train as hard as you can dedicate yourself and focus, but the only thing which you cannot teach is experience, the experience of fight night. And so I just feel that Anthony has done what he's always done, been a consummate professional, he's got a pillow in the gym, a blanket, one of them, them inflatable beds. They're there. Yeah. It's in the gym. Box up crime. Go down Ilford, you'll see it.
You'll get to see Anthony Yarde sleeping in the gym through the window.
The boy lives in the gym, and so it's hard work, dedication. Nothing has changed. Dev, if you interview me go back from the very first time, we've always adopted that footballer's mentality. Nowadays, footballers used to have a little rest. They used to probably be back on a Monday. Now they're playing on Saturday, they're on the ground on Sunday.
Yeah.
And so we've always had that mentality, and in terms of training, it's not stopped. It's just a case of, let's get in there Saturday night, do the business, and let's look forward to the fight after.
You went to see Artur Beterbiev versus Joe Smith Jr. I was with you. We watched that, what I class as quite a brutal display from Beterbiev.
Yes.
How do you reflect on what you saw that night?
It's good. It's very good. I mean, listen, far be it from me to downplay any sort of achievements of this man. But let's get it right, he's a man. I keep saying it. He's a human being, 2 arms, 2 legs. We've been here before, I've said it before. And he done what he's supposed to do in great fashion. You know, I said it after the fight. He was really good. He was a monster. He was a beast, and that's what he's known as. But he's fighting another beast, and that's what he needs to be worried about.
He's been injured. Obviously, that's why the fight was postponed from October. How are you looking at that? Because suddenly you've got a Beterbiev who's coming off an injury, whereas coming straight off a Joe Smith fight before. Are there? I mean, obviously you're going to see plenty of advantages for Anthony Yarde, but that looks like a clear advantage in that Anthony's going to get a fight in beforehand, and Beterbiev's coming off an injury. That seems to bode well.
Well, it's a cliche, but it's not about Beterbiev. I don't care about Beterbiev. I'm being honest. I really don't care about him, other than the fact that he's going to be the person in front of us after this fight. People get injured. You know, it's boxing. And I think it will be placing my energy in the wrong place to focus on somebody else's thing that I can't control. You know, it is where it is. For us, I always revert this thing back to us. For us, it's a blessing because everything is timing. And I just look at it as like the more time we have, the better we become. And I've said that. I said that in defeat. Anthony Yarde will get better and better and better as time goes on, because we haven't had the benefit of this amateur career. This 100, 200 fights, 12 fight novice. Already challenged for a world title. And now, to show you how hard we've worked, we, after Saturday night, are about to fight for 3 belts. So, Dev, you don't do less and get more. You do more and get more. So, it's all about us. It's not about him. It's not about him. It's about us. Anthony Yarde. It's the Anthony Yarde show, and I'm right there with him.
So tell me about this version of Anthony Yarde then. How is he different to the Anthony Yarde that you took into deepest, darkest Russia 3 years ago? I think it was August 2019 now. And, well, this will be 2023 when this fight happens with Beterbiev. A lot of time has passed. There's been, obviously, wins, there's been losses, there's been learnings. Tell me how this man is different that we're about to speak to.
Well, first of all, he took me to the deacon's class.
Well, you dragged kicking and screaming.
Without Anthony, there was no Tundi. Yeah. Without Tun, there's no Ant. So, he took me. It was an listen. We've said it. We've publicly said it. It was a almighty experience for a team that literally was just made of a dream. Dream it, believe it, become it. We just rode into Russia, no security, no guns, nothing, just me and Ant. And that is just a beautiful thing to know that we've done that and has that kind of experience under our belt. But in terms of the difference in Anthony, the only thing which is different about Anthony Yarde is the experience. That's it. It's nothing more. It's always a blessing when a man could stay true to himself, stick to the people that he's been around from the beginning, not fall victim to outside voices that tell you to go left, to go right. Just stay focused. And he's done that. And now the same will, the same determination, the same fire burns inside of this young man, but now he has experience. And we've also bought another experienced campaigner in this sport, Mr. James Cook. So James, Adi Oluyinka, myself, and we are now, you know, we're just going to put everything into this.
I've seen Anthony doing the sort of game where he's on his all fours and
That
Big
is a
Addy's on the all
serious
fours and they're whacking each other's hands away. When are we going to see you and him doing that?
But do you see what he done to me?
Did you do it as well?
Oh my goodness!
Are you okay?
Sorry, I'm glad. Yeah, my knees is still hurting me because he whipped me so hard. I'm like, yeah, come on, I'm the boss. I'm strong. I can do this.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know who told me to think that I had the ability. And Anthony just literally it was like a father and a son, but it was the roles reversed.
So yeah, he's got to leave James Cook alone there. He's going to break something if he goes after him. Goodness
you know what
me.
James in it. But what a game, Dev.
Yeah, it's great.
What a game.
I'm quite intrigued.
Strength.
Yeah,
It's a real, you know, we call it the Yarde Challenge. Anyone out there, come down the gym, challenge Anthony Yarde. Yeah, we're ready. We're ready. But, great game.
Well, look, it will be Stephanie Koykov challenging Anthony Yarde on Saturday. Give us your final prediction for the fight, how you think it's going to play out, what you expect from your man Stephanie over there before we head over to the presser.
Well, I don't expect nothing from Stephanie because I'm not thinking about him. I'm not thinking about him. I'm going to echo what Anthony Yarde said in an interview a minute ago. 1, 2 or 3. There you go, Dev.
Enough said. Tunde Ajayi, thank you for joining me. And we'll see you very shortly for the live press conference. The host actually is quite a good looking fella. You'll enjoy that.
And new British Super Bantamweight Champion, Liam Dangerous Davies.
After this, I don't know where you're going to go, but I'm going to the top 10.
Davies, this is for you!
This is a fast shot, backs up onto the ropes. There's a good left hook there. The referee jumps in.
Your new
Anthony, the Beast from the East, Yarde. And another right hand. Lyndon Arthur's down. Anthony Yarde puts him down with a chopping right hand. Ethan Jamie James. Owen Cooper. Oh my goodness.
after this, I don't know where you're going to go, but I'm going to the top 10.
Woo! Davies, this is for you!
This is a fast, sharp, bats up onto the road. There's a good left hook there. The referee jumps in.
Your news Anthony, the beast from the east, Yarde. And another right hand. Lyndon Arthur's down. Anthony Yarde puts him down with a chopping right hand. Ethan Jamie James. Owen Cooper. Oh my goodness.
Well, a very warm welcome back to Telford. I mean, this place is becoming a bit of a fighting city. Frank Warren and Queensbury and BT seem to be up here every other month at the moment, and this Saturday night is no exception. We've got an absolute cracker. Top of the bill, Liam Davies and Ionut Baluta clash for the EBU European Super Bantamweight Championship. It's a cracking show, also featuring Anthony Yarde, his return before he's got a very, very big fight coming up. And there's a couple of good title fights. And just a reminder that this is the second in a 4-week stint for Queensbury and BT Sport. Last week we saw Nick Ball light up York Hall. Of course, we're here this Saturday night. Next Saturday we've got Zach Parker against John Ryder for the WBO Interim Super Middleweight Championship. And then there's a big show, December 3rd, Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, the return of Tyson Fury against Derek Chisora. And of course, Daniel Dubois returns on that show as well. But let's talk about today. Let's talk about the fights that we've got coming up on Saturday night here in Telford. I mentioned that there's title fights, and one of them's for the WBO European Super Lightweight Championship. This is a division that is flying right now in the UK. And let's speak to the guys involved. We've got Connor Parker and Ethan James, and I'm gonna start with Connor. Connor Parker, welcome. You've boxed for this belt about 3 years ago against Sam Maxwell. It wasn't to be that night. How are you a different fighter now, and what did you learn from that experience?
Well, the way I see it is I'm a lot more mature fighter now, and I learned a lot from that fight. Yeah, I just see it as a big learning curve, and I'm ready to go.
Do you feel as though we're looking at a completely different Connor Parker today?
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
What do you think of our man Ethan James over here as you look down the table at him?
I think he's a good prospect, and it should be a good fight.
When you boxed Sam Maxwell, you were the young buck coming through. He was the experienced guy. This time, he's 22 years old, you're 27. You're the guy who's a little bit older. Go on, talk.
Well, the way I see it is I'm at the perfect age now. I mean, I'm coming into my prime years, really, 27.
Your cousin, of course, Zach Parker. What sort of inspiration are you getting from Zach? Because he's doing very well.
Well, yeah, where Zach is, that's where I want to be, and it's a very big inspiration. And he's going to do well next week, I know he will.
Well, what about yourself then? What's the prediction for your WBO European title fight Saturday night?
I don't make predictions, but I'm very confident of a win.
Okay, thank you, Conor.
Let's
Speak to Ethan James. We've got Conor Parker over there, very confident of the win. This is the title fight. This is the step up that you've been crying out for. You're 9-0 now. How are you feeling heading into this one?
Feeling good, ready to step up. I've been asking for it, like you said, and come Saturday night, I'm going to show why I've been asking for these top fights, and I'm going to bring out the best performance.
Do you think that will be the case then? Because you've boxed largely journeymen so far, and you've always said they don't bring the best out of me. This fella's coming to win.
Yeah, obviously I've had my best performance to date with someone who's come to fight. When I fought Ben Fields, he come to throw shots, and I got the fight I asked for, and I'll probably say that's my best performance to date in the pro ranks. So with someone that's going to come and throw, I'm going to find my shots, going to pick my opportunities, and you're going to see that Saturday night.
And what do you think of Conor Parker then as a fighter as you look over to him over here?
Yeah, obviously he's a good lad. He's obviously only lost to the former British champion, so I ain't leaving it to chance. I prepared my best for it, and Saturday night you're going to see the best performance of me.
And that best performance, we've not seen a stoppage from you yet. I know it's probably on your mind as well, but you've boxed, as I said, largely journeymen who don't really necessarily come to fight. They can be difficult to get out of there. He's going to come to fight. He's going to be swinging. Do you feel as though this could be the opportunity to get that elusive first stoppage?
We'll see. Obviously the rounds ain't a problem for me. I know I can go the distance. Obviously it'd be nice to get a stoppage in there, but obviously he's a tough lad. But obviously I know I punch hard enough in the gym. Get punching lads, and they're not going to want to take it all night. So if he gets caught with clean ones, then we'll see what happens.
Right, look, you're both lovely blokes. I can tell that from the very the build up so far. But this is your last chance to sort of say something to each other, if you want to. Ethan, anything you want to say to Conor?
Best of luck Saturday, mate.
Same back.
Lovely. A lovely WBO European super lightweight title fights between two good guys. Thank you very much, you guys, and feel free as well if you would like to leave the table as well, and we'll squash in a little bit more. We'll get a face-off at the end with Ethan James and Conor Parker. So give them a moment, we'll squash in a little bit more. Let's speak to Stephanie Koykov. Wow. Now, Stephanie is a man who is coming over here and he's got a big challenge on his hands. He takes on Anthony Yarde on Saturday night at the Telford International Centre. Now, Anthony Yarde's got a huge fight lined up, but Stephanie's looking to, I guess, ruin those dreams. Stephanie, welcome. Give us your thoughts, your opening sort of feelings heading into this fight with Anthony Yarde.
It will be a massive fight. He thinks they're both really prepared, really well trained. He thinks the fight will be perfect. He thinks the fight will be really good. And he's really confident in what he's going to bring to the table.
And what do you think of Anthony Yarde, Stephanie?
He's a unique boxer. He's really good, but he's not undefeatable.
Have you seen weaknesses in Anthony Yarde that you feel you can exploit on Saturday?
Yes, he's seen a lot of them, but he's not going to speak about it now.
Top secret weaknesses. Well, finally, you have 12 knockouts yourself. Do you feel as though you have the power, and is it your intention to knock out Anthony Yarde on Saturday?
Имам тежък удар, който ще се види в събота. И той удар е тежко. Един от двамата ще бъде нокаутиран.
I think he said yes. Go on.
He's got a good punch. He's going to use it on Saturday. But Anthony Yarde's got a hard punch as well. So one of them is going to get knocked out on Saturday for sure.
All right, well, thank you, Stephanie. Let's, before we speak to Anthony Yarde, let's bring in trainer-manager Anthony Yarde. How are you guys approaching this one? Because we all know it should be Beterbiev next. It was meant to be Beterbiev in October. You needed to get a fight in, but clearly the fighter that you're up against on Saturday has hunger, has power. How are you approaching it?
First of all, thank you everyone for coming out this afternoon. Just like always, Dev, you know, Anthony Yarde is a consummate professional. Lived in the gym since day one, and nothing's changed. We've never prepared for an opponent per se. We prepared for the future, and that's how we go about our work. Same thing, day in, day out, day in, day out, and we're here today.
And this time away from the ring, obviously it was meant to be Beterbiev in October, but now Anthony hasn't boxed since December last year when he stopped Lyndon Arthur. Have you had a chance to kind of work on things and improve even more so that when you do eventually get hold of Beterbiev, it's an even better version of Anthony Yarde than it could have been before?
Well, as much as I would like to talk about Beterbiev, he's not what faces us on Saturday night. You know, we've seen that mistake so many times when people overlook the opponent in front of them. And we're just not going to do that. You know, personally, this is the hardest I've ever put into any fight because I take this man in front of me serious. And Anthony the same. He'll speak for himself, but I can assure you that we've left no stone unturned, and it's going to be exciting while it lasts.
Well, let's bring in the man himself, Anthony Yarde. Anthony, you're back. It's great to have you back.
Thank you.
Give us your opening thoughts heading into your return on Saturday night.
I'm just excited to be here. I thank God. I thank everyone for coming as well. It's a good turnout. Most of you might be here to see the main event, but no, I'm always excited to be in the ring. It's opportunity. It's why I got into the sport. I got someone in front of me on Saturday that looks hungry. He looks confident. He's here. He's got, you know. So I don't take no one lightly. Absolutely nobody. All I know is I don't know his record exactly. I don't really focus on my opponent too much, but I know he's got a similar knockout ratio to me. So to me, that's not no joke. This is boxing. This is light heavyweight. This is 10-ounce gloves. I want to be sharp. I want to be explosive. I want to be entertaining as usual.
Everyone who interviews you today, all the media here today, BT Sport, everyone will be asking you about Artur Beterbiev. It's very difficult it feels like it's difficult for you to be talking about this guy on Saturday night when it's like the elephant in the room, the elephant in the ring with you is Beterbiev, but you're completely nonplussed. It's not on your mind at all, Beterbiev.
Who's Beterbiev? No, that's just me joking about, but this is professional boxing. I'm not overlooking nobody. I could be in there with my little brother. I'm not overlooking nobody because this is professional boxing. This is a guy that he hasn't got nothing on YouTube. I don't know what to expect. Do you get what I'm saying? So I'm taking him seriously. I'm going to go out there, listen, I'm not overlooking nobody. So again, after the fight, we talk about the future. No one's got a globe in front of them here. No one knows the future. So my only focus and all my energy is going into Saturday.
Sometimes when people take fights before a big fight, the fight before the fight, they look to get a few rounds in, they look to work on a few things, but it sounds like, and particularly with the hunger of your challenger on Saturday, it sounds like this is just going to be perhaps a vintage Anthony Yarde performance.
that's what you always expect when I get in the ring. This ain't no cliche saying. It's just that I like to fight. Again, I like to know the art of boxing. Don't get hit. Land the shots you're meant to land or whatever. But it's entertainment. Everyone here that's going to be watching, whether they're watching on BT Sports or they're there in the flesh, they want to see the knockout. That's everyone in boxing. Even me, when I go to boxing fights, you're waiting for the big shot to land so you can jump up and down and go, oh. It's the same thing.
Well, look, the world will be watching. It's on ESPN Plus as well in the States. And in that world is Artur Beterbiev. He will be watching. Are you looking to send out a bit of a statement to everyone?
How do you know he's going to be watching?
Well, I'm sure he'll be watching. He's not going to not watch you. Who doesn't want to watch Anthony Yarde?
How do you know?
He told me.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yeah. But are you looking to send out a bit of a statement?
No, I'm not really focused on Beterbiev. Beterbiev is clearly and obviously a complete different fighter. Everything's just different. So that's why I focus on one thing at a time. Talking about opponents and how I'm going to approach the fight. After the first Lyndon Arthur fight, I fought a southpaw. And everyone was saying, that's silly, why are you fighting a southpaw? Like, it's nothing like. You need to fight someone that's got a long jab that's going to be on the back foot, etc. I said, okay. For me, it's getting the experience of every time I do a ring walk, every time I make weight for the fight, every time I walk out and there's different faces in the crowd, different things happen. That's experience. Again, it's getting comfortable being in that situation. So this is that same thing. The styles might not match up, but I'm getting in the ring again. That's all that matters.
It's good to have you back. Anything you want to tell your opponent or the fans at home ahead of Saturday as your sort of final comment?
No, I see him already. We shook hands. It's business, but I take business very seriously. That's it.
Thank you, Anthony. And a sort of right of reply, Stephanie, I don't know if you want to tell Anthony anything before Saturday night. This is your final chance.
There's nothing to say. Everything will be decided on Saturday.
Well, there we go. The return of Anthony Yarde on Saturday night against Stephanie Koykov. It sounds like there's going to be a knockout. So looking forward to that one. Let's talk about the main event on Saturday night. I think we're going to do a bit of musical chairs as well. I can just see Matt Rich out of the corner of my eye telling people to come off stage. So let's do a little bit of musical chairs without the music. Little swap around here. And in comes our translator. By the way, again, our Spanish translator also does the Queensbury social media. So, we multitask over here at Queensbury. I want to start with Josh Burnham. You are, I guess, leading the kind of game plan ahead of Saturday night for Ionut Baluta's shot at Liam Davies, or his fight with Liam Davies. Tell us about your man Baluta here and why you think he's going to emerge victorious.
Yeah, I'm trying. Doing my best. Yeah, I'm not going to give too much away, obviously, but those that know Baluta, I mean, one of those first in, last out of the gym sort of thing. No stone left unturned, so yeah, he'll be getting 100% Baluta on Saturday night. And
what is 100% Baluta? What's he like?
Ferociousness, savageness, psychopathic tendency. That's all I can really, that's the best way to describe it, I reckon.
Well, just a reminder here, Liam, by the way, your mic is on. If at any point you want to say anything in response to Josh, feel free. Josh, you told me that Baluta's going to spark Liam Davies out when I come to see her. Talk to me about that.
I'm not going to go into it too much, to be honest. As I said, I'm not going to tell you what we're planning and whatever on the night, but yeah, that's how I can see it ending up.
But you obviously rate your man here. You said that he could be in with Floyd Mayweather and he'd be competitive, presumably a prime Floyd Mayweather you're talking about, or you feel as though he could be competitive with anyone?
Personally, I think that there's a couple of things missing from Baluta. I mean, and he doesn't go into the ring fearing anybody. There's not a single person in there he's got a granite chin, he's got a work rate like you've never seen before. And yeah, I feel confident putting him with anyone, being competitive with anyone.
Do you feel as though the fight's come a bit too early for Liam Davies?
I do, yeah.
They all say that. They all say that. I'm ready, trust me, I'm ready. I am ready. And you talked a lot saying about paracetamol and all this. I've seen it. Don't worry, mate. I've got a granite chin. I'm ready.
We'll find out Saturday. We'll find out Saturday.
You best be careful walking around here saying that.
Soy el jefe el día sábado, te espera un gran combate. Y ya verás.
Man's got 3
En tu casa
knockouts.
vas a perder.
He's got 3 knockouts.
He said he's the boss, and in your house he's going to knock you out.
Yeah, we're gonna
Estoy listo para sábado,
We're
para
gonna
dar un
see.
gran espectáculo y como siempre para victoria.
Have your
Estoy
moment,
preparado
mate,
para
'cause it's
12
over
rounds, pero te
Saturday,
voy
trust me.
a noquear.
Have your moment, because it's over for you Saturday. You do the same thing. We've
Estás un
seen
chico,
you couldn't even...
estás un bambino, todavía no estás peleando con nadie. Es primer combate en tu vida grande, pero este sábado te voy a demostrar por qué yo soy el jefe.
He said you're a child, and this is your first big fight in your career, and he's going to show that he's the boss.
I hope you're not relying on that, because you're fucked if you are.
No translation needed for that particular one, Lou. I think that one's pretty clear.
Otra vez hablo español.
Well, look, I think we've heard some thoughts, but this is your chance, Baluta. Tell us why you're going to win on Saturday night.
Dev te pregunta por qué tú piensas que usted va a ganar sábado noche.
Buenos días a todos. Estoy listo para sábado y siempre tengo confianza en mí y este sábado se va a ver en el ring que voy a ganar por KO.
First, he wants to say good day to everybody. He said he's been preparing for this. He's super confident in himself, and he's getting ready for Saturday to win by knockout.
Liam Davies is unbeaten in 12 fights. Why are you the man to beat Liam Davies?
Liam Davis nunca perdió en su carrera. ¿Por qué usted será el primero?
Este va a ser el primer combate que va a perder porque todavía no ha peleado con nadie. Es primer combate en su vida que está fuerte. Está peleando en su casa y yo voy a demostrar a toda su gente que voy a ganar este combate y voy a ganar por KO antes del límite.
He says Liam Davis has never fought against anybody. He's never fought anyone on his level, and he's going to go to his hometown here and he's going to beat him convincingly.
Well, let's bring in Liam Davis. We've heard a lot. Thank you again, Lou, for these translations. They've been fantastic. He's going to come and beat you in your house. Thoughts?
Yeah, like I say, I like his confidence. I've heard it all before. I've had over 100 odd fights, never been knocked out in my life, and a man with 3 knockouts on his record is going to knock me out. Don't make sense to me.
Why do people say that this fight could be too soon for you? Because Baluta said it before in an interview, Josh Burnham maintains it today. Is it too soon? Why are they saying this?
They got to believe that, haven't they? Your man over here on the end's got to tell his fighter here that it's too soon, talk confidence in him. The last man I fought was ready to beat Inoue. So, say what you want, man. I'm ready for a fight. And I'm ready and I'm going to win. Trust me. No doubt in my mind I will win. I'll be the first man to knock him out.
Okay, make sure you got your paracetamol ready then.
A mí no me ha noqueando nadie y peleando con 4 o 5 combates grandes, peleando con Michael Collin, con Dohoney, David Oliver, Brad Foster. Pero tú solo hablas, eres un niño que habla mucho, pero en el ring se va a demostrar que yo soy el jefe. Te voy a caer la boca, porque hablas mucho, niño.
He said he's fought great champions like Michael Conlan, TJ Dohoney, and he's never been beat, never been knocked out. You're just a kid who's talking a lot, and you're going to see on Saturday night.
He needs to stop talking about Michael Conlan fight. You lost, man. There's no good in losing. No good losing. I lost on a split decision. I'll be disgraced in myself. Losing ain't an option, mate. I'm here to win.
Eso fue un combate con Michael Collin muy cerrado, un combate de 2 asaltos, pero todavía tú no has peleando a este nivel. Es primer combate tuyo que peleas a un nivel grande, pero yo voy a demostrar este sábado que soy el mejor y que voy a ganar este combate y vas a caer. ¿Por qué hablas mucho, niñato?
He said that he's fought Michael Conlan, he's fought at these levels. Yes, it was a close fight and he lost, but you've never fought at this level. And he's going to show on Saturday, and he's going to knock you out because you talk too much.
Yeah, we're going to, like I say, have your moment, because Saturday night you're going to see I'm the hardest hitting kid you've ever come across. Michael Conlan and that, yeah, they're good. They don't punch like me. Trust me, they don't punch like me. You're going to see, mate, what it's like to get punched.
Ni tú no crees que hablas.
You have no idea what you're talking about. You're definitely not as strong as Michael Conlan.
Ha! We're going to see, boy. We're going to see.
I love this. I love that it's all being done via translation as well, yet the energy is there. Liam, do you think you're going to surprise this fella? Do you think he's going to feel something that he hasn't felt before in the ring?
I think he's in for a shock, yeah, 100%. Like I say, they seem to underestimate me, and I love it. Keep coming, because I'm ready to prove everyone wrong. It doesn't matter who in this room believes in me. I believe in me, and I know what I'm going to do. And trust me, Saturday night, I'm going to do it, and you're going to do nothing about it, boy.
Vas a perder a tu casa, vas a perder. Voy a disfrutar a tu casa. Yo voy a ganar este combate, sí o sí.
You're going to lose at home. You're going to lose in your hometown.
You're too small,
man. A mí me gusta la adrenalina. Me gusta tu gente que va este sábado. Va a ser una noche muy mal para ellos.
He's going to live on the adrenaline of your fans. It's going to be a bad night for them.
Yo estoy el capo.
He's the boss.
En el ring.
They're going to call you SpongeBob after this Saturday night. Your new nickname, so I'm going to punch fucking holes in you, mate. Trust me. Trust me.
Looking forward to the response to this one.
Se va a perder, mi traductor está perdiendo. Eres perdido un poco tú, no hablas. ¿Qué dice él bien?
He's saying I'm a bad translator, and the SpongeBob reference didn't go to him.
Fantastic. Okay, well look, we've had. I think you've been a good translator, Lou. I think it's. Let's get a little bit more then. Ionut, tell me, you have knocked out 3 people so far in your career, but you are absolutely adamant that you're going to knock out Liam Davies. Why? What gives you that confidence? Good luck with that, Lou.
Usted tiene 3 KOs en su carrera. ¿Por qué Liam Davies será el 4?
Cada vez estoy más fuerte y cada vez pego más fuerte. Yo estoy seguro en mí, confío en mí. Este sábado, esta pelea se va a terminar por KO. Estoy preparado para 12 asaltos, pero este sábado va a terminar por KO.
Because I'm getting stronger and stronger, and getting better and better. So I know I can knock him out. I know I'm preparing for 12 rounds, but I believe I can knock him out.
I think he's got worse since joining Josh. I do.
Any thoughts, Josh?
Not really.
No,
I mean,
mi entrenador es muy bueno. Me cambiando mucho.
Say again.
Déjame hablar.
You got your paracetamol already, boy. I mean,
Mi entrenador
You
es
should
muy
talk
bueno.
so
Mi
confident. How many-
entrenador es muy
you're a
bueno.
bum. You've had a fucking
Mira,
handful
tu
of fights,
entrenador.
probably.
Mira, tu
Yeah,
entrenador.
I know. I know about you.
I get to sit here
You
and
got
watch you get
nothing.
punched up in your hometown,
You
mate.
never
I've got
taught
an easy job.
nothing. He's come to you. What can you teach him? He's done the same
Josh,
thing.
este
all
es
his
un bambino
career.
que habla mucho, Josh.
What are
Déjalo
you
en
going
paz.
to do?
You'll find out
Se va a
Saturday.
demostrar que sábado va a perder.
What am I
Déjalo
going
en
to do?
paz.
I'm not going to do fuck all. I'm not a fighter. I'm the coach. I'm going to sit here and watch you get beat up. Do you know what I mean? I'm going to sit here and relax.
Yeah, we're going to see.
Well, we are going to see. There's a little taster. Saturday, it's a big one. It's the EBU European Super Bantamweight Championship. And before we do the face-offs, let's get a final word. Ionut, what would you like to tell Liam Davies ahead of Saturday?
Ionut, te tengo un mensaje final para Liam.
Bambino, hablas mucho, pero te va a caer la boca este sábado.
Child, you talk a lot, but you're going to shut your mouth on Saturday.
And Liam, over to you.
Bring my belt Saturday. Bring my belt Saturday, because I'm taking it home with me, mate. You're little. Look at your frame, man.
Well, there we have it.
Estoy listo para este sábado. 100%.
He's 100% ready for Saturday.
Well, there you go. Everyone at this table is ready for Saturday. We're going to get some face-offs. We are going to need security, all of you. I know they're only little, right? But they can bang. And look at what they've just done. Let's get some face-offs. We will see you on Saturday night for a big one, live at the Telford International Centre on BT Sport. European Super Bantamweight title on the line. The return of Anthony Yarde. Title fights galore on the undercard, including Conor Parker against Ethan James. Thanks for joining us.
We want them to up, right? On the stage, yeah? Not down. Take Junior for a second. We want them to go on the stage, right?
Stuart Cooper here. One. So, if you just go up here. So, to the cameras first. To the cameras first, security stay back. Face to face, please. Okay, thanks guys. So next we've got James and Parker, please. So to the cameras first, please. Tiny bit closer together. So perfect, thank you. And face off, please. Okay, thanks guys. Thanks very much. And then Anthony and Koykov, please. Yes. So straight to the cameras first, please. So to the cameras first. Forward first, please. Face off, please. All right, thanks very much, guys. Security just get handed. Thank you. And finally, Davies Ionut Baluta, please. So to the cameras first, and stop in the middle. So you stay there, that way, there, perfect. Straight there. One there. Right there. One there. yourself, please.
Super bantamweight champion, Liam Dangerous Davies.
After this, I don't know where you're going to go, but I'm going to the top 10.
Woo!
Davies, this is for you! This is a fast shot, backs it up onto the rope. There's a good left hook there, the referee jumps in.
You're loose! Anthony, the beast from the East, Yarde! And another right hand. Lyndon Arthur's down. Anthony Yarde puts him down with a chopping right hand. Ethan Jamie James. Owen Cooper. Oh my goodness.
Well, Liam Davies, or Bambino, as I think he's calling you up there.
Yeah.
That was fun. What did you think?
Got a few new nicknames, I know. People keep calling on me, but I like the dangerous one myself, personally.
Yeah, I think
I'm going to
Dangerous-
stick with that.
Yeah, that's a good nickname. What did you make of the press conference? That was fiery from Baluta, and also our translator Lou as well. He was giving it some as well.
Yeah. It's all good, isn't it? Keeps people interested, and I got a few more tickets left. We sold nearly 1,000 tickets, so hopefully the last couple go now after that.
I think so. What was the? It looked like there was a bit of back and forth with Josh Burnham as well. You said you've heard some things that he said. You weren't happy with him?
Nah, because he should keep his mouth shut, shouldn't he? It's nothing to do with him. He ain't done nothing in boxing, never going to do nothing in boxing, and he ain't brought Baluta up to teach him. He's just took him on, and he said something about paracetamol and going to get sparked out, but delusional. They're hoping, wishing, not going to happen.
You think you'll be the man to knock out Baluta then? That's what you said up there.
100% I will. 100%. If anyone's going to do it, it's going to be me. He might have fought this, that and the other before, but I don't give two damns. This is about now, and I believe I'm better than the last time I was out. In the gym, I'm living the dream, putting the graft in, and listen, I'm full of confidence I'm going to beat him, and not just beat him, but it's going to be in devastating fashion.
What did you see when you looked into his eyes? It was a good face-off up there. He was laughing at you a little bit, and then he was posing to the cameras. What did you make of the face-off? And can you take anything away from what you saw?
Nah, I don't really take anything away from it. I don't really care what he does. Laughs, smiles, cries. Saturday night, we're gonna have a punch-up, and I'm ready for that. So I don't really care what faces he's pulling, what mindset he's in. It's all about me, and that's what we're here for. Everyone's going to be here Saturday night for me. He's just a man with two arms in the other corner that's got to get taken care of, and I'm going to, for sure.
Is he the toughest test of your career, though?
there's only one way to find out when we get in that ring Saturday night. I think he's fought good level, but I think he's going to suit me down to a T. I really do. I can see him walking onto me, and I'm going to hurt him. Where Leach, my last fight with Leach, he moved away, and it takes the power off the shots, which this man's going to come into him, and he's going to see what it's like to be hit by a bambino.
That's a good line. Good belt on the line. EBU European. You've been an English champion at bantamweight. You are the British super bantamweight champion. This is the next level up. Do you feel as though you're shooting up this way?
Yeah. Conquered Britain. Going to conquer Europe Saturday. And hopefully Frank and Queensbury can keep getting behind me and keep pushing me on, because I believe I've done it the hard way. I've come up each step. I've passed and passed and passed. I've won all my fights. I sell a lot of tickets in Telford. The shows are going well, so hopefully we can keep these big shows going. And Saturday night, I just got to do my bit, and I'm sure they will.
Give us your final prediction then ahead of Saturday, then, Liam.
I'm going to say round 7 to 9, Baluta's going to be on his back, 100%. 7 to 9. But let's see if he can push me all the way. 12 rounds. I'm ready for a hard fight, so. But I expect to stop him Saturday night.
Good man. All right. Well, look, best of luck to you. That was a wonderful, entertaining press conference. I love a Liam Davies presser. You do always sort of kick off a little bit, so that was good fun.
Yeah. Like I say, I'm here to entertain and punch people up, so I'm doing a bit of both, living the dream.
We'll see you tomorrow at the weigh-in. Thank you, Liam.
Cheers,
right,
thank you.
I'll grab that off you. And I believe that should conclude our weigh-in today. Our press conference today. Oh no, it's not, because we've got another man. This is what we do. We are live here today. So we've just had Liam Davies, biggest fight of his life on Saturday night. I think we're going to have Anthony Yarde join me very, very shortly. It's an interesting one for him, because this Stephanie Koykov fella, he's coming to take his head off. He's got 12 knockouts in his 15 fights so far. Normally, because this is considered a bit of a tune-up fight for Anthony before he fights for the World Unified Light Heavyweight titles. Normally a tune-up fight means you take on someone who's just, I don't know, a bit easier. This geezer's coming to win, so it could be very, very interesting. But we'll bring Anthony Yarde onto the screen very shortly.
After this, I don't know where you're going to go, but I'm going to the top 10.
Woo! Davies, this is for you! This is a fast shot, backs up onto the ropes. There's a good left hook there, the referee jumps in. You're loose!
Anthony, the beast from the east, Yarde! And another right hand. Lyndon Arthur's down. Anthony Yarde puts him down with a chopping right hand. Ethan Jamie James. Owen Cooper. Oh my goodness.
Well, it's not Anthony Yarde yet, but I'll tell you what, we've got Ionut Baluta here, who's just had a hell of a press conference. We've got a translator here as well. Ionut, what did you think of the press conference?
Ionut, ¿qué te piensas sobre la conferencia de prensa?
Una conferencia muy buena para mí, visto que puede Liam Davies que hablar, es un niño que habla mucho. Y que yo voy a demostrar que este sábado le voy a caer la boca.
For me, it was a very good press conference. I saw that Liam Davies is a child, and on Saturday night, I'm gonna shut his mouth.
Do you calling him a child? You're calling him bambino and things like that. Do you feel as though it's just a bit too much too soon for him?
Probablo que Liam Davis era un niño o un bambino. ¿Tú piensas que este combate es muy a nivel?
Sí, Liam Davis es un bambino porque habla mucho. A mí no me gustan estas personas que hablan mucho. Y este combate es bueno para mí porque voy a ganar este cinturón, me voy a rankear bien y estoy preparado para cualquier boxeador.
Yeah, he's a child. He talks too much. And he likes that because he wants to shut. He doesn't like people who talk too much, so he wants to shut their mouth. But he's been preparing for 12 rounds. He's preparing well, and he's ready for the fight Saturday night.
Fantastic. Well, thank you very much, Ionut. We're going to swap you over with Anthony Yarde here, and we'll see you tomorrow.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Cheers. Let's bring in the beast from the east.
Beast from the east.
How are we doing?
Lions in the camp.
Lions in the camp. I'm all right. You all right?
Good man. Always.
What did you make of Stephanie Koykov up there? He sounds game. Sounds ready to go.
He sounds very quiet.
They're the ones you got to watch.
Exactly. That's what I'm like. I'm like, okay. I just don't take no one lightly. You know, I'm just excited for Saturday.
When you did a face-off with him, can you take anything away from the face-off? You've done so many of them over the years, but take anything from it? No.
You know what? Anyone that comes up here and tells you, yeah, he's this, he's that, they're lying. They don't know. They just
some people are like, he's scared. I saw it.
They don't know.
Yeah.
They just don't know. And I feel like when there's that element of the unexpected, that's when I get the best version of me. Or when I'm pissed off, that's the best version of me. And I've been pissed off. So again, after that first fight of Lyndon Arthur, should I say, circumstances brought out the best version of me. And you've seen it. Again, I fought in Birmingham. I got a first round knockout. I fought Lyndon Arthur. Everyone said he was going to beat me, or it was going to be close, long decision or whatever. I knocked him out within 4 rounds and dominated every round. I think the only close round was round 2. I'm on that mission. I'm pissed off. So again, until I'm happy, which again they say happiness is a journey. I'm going to stay pissed off, vicious. When I say pissed off, it's not even a negative emotion. I just mean like, okay, I know what I need to do now. Same thing when I was in the amateurs. I'm not saying that Lyndon Arthur fight was a robbery. I still feel like I won that fight, but it was closer than it needed to be. But in the amateurs, it was blatant. Like I was speaking about this the other day, someone brought it up and said I was there when you had that second fight, and everyone started booing because clear cut, I won the fight. The guy had bruises, bloody nose, everything. After that fight, they brought out the monster in me. Every fight after that fight was a knockout, so I feel like I'm in that headspace again. And whatever your beliefs are, I believe that first fight happened for a reason.
You got that me against the world mentality, it sounds like.
Not really me against the world. I'm here. That's it. I swear to you, anything to do with negativity is like, it don't even exist. It don't even exist to me. That's what I said when I'm saying I'm pissed off. It's not a negativity. It's just, all right, cool, I'm here. You know, let's rock. Let's see.
So they normally say a happy fighter is a dangerous fighter. It sounds like, I don't know. It sounds like it's a different thing with you.
I'm very happy.
Right.
I'm very, very happy. But when I say I'm pissed off, it means in terms of when it comes to fight night, they brought back out the beast from the east. And it's not because again the first fight, and there's sometimes you can get into that mindset of before I fought Kovalev, I should have got more rounds in. I've got this big fight next. You have to worry about hand injuries. You have to worry about all these kind of things. Take your time. There's none of that now. For me, it's like I'm going to go in there, be the best version of myself. Anything else is going to be what it's going to be.
How's the last year been for you?
Fantastic. It's been good. Life is life. But in terms of boxing, gym work's been excellent. I feel myself getting better. But again, nights like this, so Saturday night is it's like you do all the revision and you do all the studying, and you got to go out there and put on the performance, take the exam. This for me is the exact same thing. exact same thing. I don't overlook nobody. This guy, there's no footage of him online.
I've been looking as well. There's nothing.
There's nothing of him online. This could be someone else that I'm fighting. That's my mentality.
Yeah.
I'm like, it could be anybody. But do I care? No, because I've got Beterbiev next. So it's that gear up in my mind to say I'm ready for anybody.
How's the Yarde challenge going? Has anyone beaten you yet? I've seen you and Big Ads that you're going for. Don't do it with James Cook, by the way. You'll break him.
I've taken on all challenges. You know, I've invited James Cook in. He said no. The second old line in the camp Tunde he slipped in. It was like a 0.1 second job. Like no one beat me in that game. I'm very, very intelligent. And again, that's just like I love playing the game of chess. It's similar. It's like everything's strategy. People think it's just strength. It's not just strength. Strength plays a part. Obviously, it comes in. Physical attributes play a part, but it's all about your timing, your mentality, catching the person when their hands up. It's a good game. Everyone needs to get onto that.
Sunday morning, I'm going to beat you. You watch?
You reckon?
Yeah, you watch.
I will beat you whilst I'm on one hand. I'll put one hand behind my back here, and I'll still beat you.
Okay, we'll see.
I'll do, yeah?
Yeah, we'll see. Anthony, lovely speaking to you.
You too,
go well on Saturday. I'll see you soon.
Love.
Good to see you. That is Anthony Yarde. I'm sure someone will take the mic off him. That is Anthony Yarde. He is back in what should be a kind of the fight before the fight. But the fighter, Stephanie Koykov, is coming to fight. So Anthony Yarde is treating him like he's Artur Beterbiev. We'll see how that pans out on Saturday night. The main event, of course, Liam Davies against Ionut Baluta. EBU European Super Bantamweight title. Baluta's been calling him all sorts. Liam Davies has been firing back. It was a good, fun press conference. We'll be back tomorrow for the weigh-in, and just make sure you tune in. Don't miss this one. Thank you.
After this, I don't know where you're going to go, but I'm going to the top 10.
Woo! Davies, this is for you!
A fast, sharp, batting up onto those. There's a good left hook there. The referee jumps in.
Anthony, the beast from the east, Yarde!